a hot mess. All right, welcome on
So
in.
I
At least you're hot.
Welcome on into the GyatGang podcast. This is episode 15, I think is what I wrote on here. Wait, let me double check it. Did I write 15? Nani? Yes, episode 15. Hot off the press. I think we'll also bring up the frag punk thing
hot
too.
off the breast, actually. It's hot
The-
off the breast.
The pressy breasts. But this one's gonna be a mix of a lot of different things because we've got a lot going on this week. We've got the DoorDasher situation. If you haven't heard about it, it's a lot. We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna get into the emu exposing Ms. Kiff's situation. Also gonna cover how you can get a Thanksgiving meal deal at Aldi's for $40. Yes, you heard that right. You can have Thanksgiving for $40. I heard it and I was like, oh hell no, that's crazy. I would love that. I think I might actually try that this year because that's affordable shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Was there any other topics that y'all wanted to cover?
Did y'all talk about the TwitchCon stuff?
Well, we talked about what happened to Emu. We did talk about that, but now,
Oh, is that who this is? Okay.
yeah.
I couldn't
So we
remember her
talked
name.
about we talked about it happening. Then we talked about on the last, like
Did y'all talk about like the Twitch's response and how
we
they
did.
lied?
That was on the yes.
Okay.
So that was on the next one, and then on
That
this
was what I was
one.
gonna say to call out on.
Well, now I want to call out like her ex because I'm like all this stuff being exposed about him. I'm like, well, what the fuck? Like, no wonder she was even more traumatized when this happened to her because she went through all that trauma with her ex, and so it's like imagine all this happening
Oh,
at
snap.
TwitchCon. You know what I mean? So
Yeah. Okay.
but the
That one had
DoorDash
popped in and I
delivery
was like,
scandal
wait,
is
I
the
couldn't
first
remember her name.
one. This is the one. This is the one. Okay. So this is the one. I'm gonna stop the music for a little bit. This is the one. Let me show my screen here. Oh my god, can you please work? Honey? Are you working? Oh, no?
It's a negative, Captain.
It's the wrong monitor. Hello. There we go. So the actual footage that shows her, I guess, oh, okay. So this is it's so crazy. The original video, this looks nothing like the background if you're wondering like what the hell, because I was confused for a minute. This is an AI generated video on Sora, which is that new app that, you know, Jake Paul was like doing makeup videos and dressing up in women's clothing, and it wasn't really him. It was like an AI generated video, and turns out he was fine with it because he's actually making money on that app. Like, yeah, this is what's happening now. AI videos are now taking over in a sense that we don't even know what's real anymore in the news when things like this go viral, because now they're peddling
True.
people's faces and like pushing a different narrative. So the DoorDash delivery scandal, this is what rocked the internet. This was posted yesterday. And it basically, hold on. Oh girl, we are not doing that. Let's hold on. Where the fuck? And I see another post about it. I'm so confused because that one is like you have to pay to read that one. This one's from 5 days ago. I was hoping to read that other one because it was a yesterday post. This is basically the same thing. It's different narratives, so just keep that in mind. But if you don't know the incident, this is just a recap. DoorDash driver fired for sharing a video of customer claims sexual assault. Oh, and let me actually message Vince because he wanted to join in on this topic. So let me just let him know that we're actually getting into it. Boom. All right. So the DoorDash driver, she was fired after she reported and shared footage of what she described as sexual assault during a delivery in New York. And I laugh because, as everyone may or may not know, it is up for debate. But I personally, as you know, a victim of SA, I don't think that that's sexual assault. But everyone is arguing over whether it is or isn't. Basically, this woman's name is Livy Rose Henderson. She posted several videos on TikTok describing the incident that happened on October 12th, including one that appeared to show a customer lying on a couch exposed from the waist down. Some people were saying he's fully naked. Actually, he was not. He was exposed from the waist down, meaning pants were drawn, down to the ankles. The videos, which
Oh,
have been, yeah, which have been viewed millions of times, led to Henderson's termination. DoorDash confirmed in a statement shared with Newsweek. It said both Henderson and the customer had been banned while the company investigated the incident. Newsweek has contacted Henderson via social media and the New York State Police Department via email for comment. Why it matters. According to the National Sexual Violence Research Center, 81% of women and 41% of men in the U.S. experience some form of sexual harassment or assault. Gig economy workers who often interact with customers in private settings face particular risk. Now, I already don't like the way this article is positioning, like, Artie to be on her side with this. That is a true statistic, but at the same time, it's like this wasn't assault. The man was asleep. He left the door open. Yeah, his pants were down. We kind of could put the picture together. We were even talking about this earlier in Discord, a few of us, I was just like, I have a scenario. Like, this man was drunk, right? Ordered DoorDash, boom, got on the hoe, wink, 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 ba, ba, ba,
mm,
right? Fell asleep. Like, it's very plausible. We don't know.
yeah.
But it's at the same time, it's like that to me is so innocent. Not innocent, but like, you know what I mean? Like, that could happen to anyone. It's embarrassing, sure, but like, did he have fucking malicious plans to do something to you? Like, bro, he was asleep.
Right? Did he make any moves or
Right.
ill
I mean,
intent?
it's
Out like
just
he was
weird.
asleep.
He was asleep. And so many companies have policies and reporting processes pertaining to sexual harassment. As a result, DoorDash has both a privacy policy prohibiting sharing of personal identifying information, which in the video, the original video, which is now taken down, it was doxing him. It was showing, because it's like a duplex. So you're showing his number, like apartment building number.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? And so that's violating privacy policy both on two platforms, our DoorDash and TikTok. So this is why people were finding it hard to, believe her or let alone be on her side, because it was just like, you're fucking up on two different parts here. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, we want to feel bad for you, but also, what the fuck are you doing? And then imagery captured during deliveries, a sexual harassment policy which applies to both couriers and customers. So that's them just trying to cover their own ass there. What to know?
yeah.
Henderson posted several videos, and she did. She posted like, I think it was like 6 to 8 videos. That same within a like 4 day span, back to back.
Oh.
Yeah, about the
Like,
incident.
you don't
And
think the one is just enough?
girl, no, like seriously, yeah. And so, um, she posted several videos, and mainly like the one that is going viral is the one of her crashing out. She's like screaming. Let me see if I can actually find it, because a lot of the stuff's been removed. But let me see if I can find it for DoorDash girl.
All right, guys and girls. So there's a story going around
I mean, while you're looking that up, I'm gonna just say, like, in the first place, homie, you gotta have your pants up if you have people coming over first, too, at the same time.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not over here defending this dude. Like, motherfucker, you full down.
Yeah.
Also, why is she going in his house?
That's the thing. Everyone's saying
If he's
that
asleep, that means she had to walk in, right?
no, so look, this is the clip. This is the clip. I'm so glad a YouTuber puts the
Okay,
actual
yeah, I haven't
clip.
seen the clip, so.
So first of
Oh,
all,
got it. That
yeah,
makes more sense.
this is now I want you to see this because listen, there is a screenshot of which let me just get out of this real quick because I don't want to further dox him. But like that, what you just saw, like the frame, there's a screenshot going around that's viral right now, cropped version of that, Justin, to make it look like the door is cracked. That's the video that I'm talking about. That there's the AI generated video pushing that she pushed the door open and went inside. She never did that. The original clip shows her putting the food on the floor and walking away. Was she wrong for recording his fucking address and him naked? Yes. But like, bitch, she never went inside. Like that's kind of the part that's pissing me off that everybody's lying about. She zoomed in though. She zoomed in though. That's the part that's like, what are you doing?
I would have like taken my like picture the food per policy, like phone facing the ground at the food kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I would have moved on, and I probably would have reported it to my,
because like here's the thing,
my workplace.
You could have just like you said. I said that the other day. I was like, you could have just filmed the floor and been talking and saying, "Hey guys, for obvious reasons, I'm not going to show what I'm looking at because that violates." Right. You could have verbally. We're not stupid, and the incels that would be ready to attack you, they're going to attack you regardless. So, you know what I'm saying? Like in that situation, if you were worried about people saying you weren't telling the truth, you could have just given the disclaimer: he's naked or he's exposed. I'm obviously not going to show that, but let this be my proof. Let the service proof. Like you could have verbally said that, and those of us that have a brain that know what it is, like we would have taken it for granted, whatever. But I mean, I can't speak for everybody. For me, that would be enough. I don't know about anyone else, but like you zooming in, bro.
Nope.
That's what makes it bad.
Feel like a lot of people were kind of putting their own trauma into the mix.
Yeah, they were.
Oh, like people commenting on the video.
Yeah, they were.
Like when you read the comments, I'm like, man, something got putting your own trauma. I don't think like, but like it's understandable, but it could have been handled different.
I think he means in regards to like her saying it's sexual assault and people being on her side and immediately like being like, yeah, to hell with that customer, like da 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 da, and just like obviously you're doxing him, so now people are gonna, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, the man was passed the fuck out. He was playing with his pee-pee. Leave him alone. Like, I'm sorry, but I'm a grown woman that knows what grown men do when they're alone and they're drunk. Like, they play with their fucking pee-pee. Like, there is no other explanation as to what's happening there. Like I'm sorry, there's not. No, I don't think he was like, yeah, drop off my food and come touch my pee-pee. The nigga was asleep. Like, I just don't get why. I'm not trying to laugh at that.
Behind it.
Yeah, like I just trying
he was
to
probably trying to just get one off before he got.
I think he thought he had enough time and he fell asleep. Right. Like I think literally that's what happened. And like, yeah, it's embarrassing, but why is she zooming in? That bothers me so fucking much, girl. What are you doing?
I mean,
like,
what does that say about him if she got to zoom in? I'm just saying. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Stop. Don't come
Justin. Yeah, chill, boy. We were bothering you before we started our podcast. But we're just doing this real quick. But yeah, man. So, long story short, the internet's at odds, arguing over whether or not this girl is, at fault or whether the customer's at fault or DoorDash. Like, who's at fault? Which, in my opinion, yeah, both parties. Two things could be true at once. Both parties could have fucked up. Like, I don't understand why people are acting like this is a one-sided thing. Homie, have some decorum.
They are both at fault. End of discussion.
Thank you.
Yeah,
thank you.
That part
get this out before these loud motherfuckers start.
Yeah, say it.
First off, bitch, all you have to do is drop the food off, take a picture, and leave. If you saw what you saw, just report it. Like Justin said, be like, yo, like I went to go drop off my food and this nigga was naked, and I just felt uncomfortable. So blah 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 blah, so on and so forth. And then this motherfucker, bro, if you're gonna spank it, go to the fucking bathroom.
I'm saying,
at least make sure your door's shut,
bro. Pi said it earlier. He's like, if you're gonna fucking jerk off, like, don't do that shit in the living room, bro. Like, would a family be?
That's wild. God,
Like
Bro,
even
I
if
feel like
even
DoorDash
if
handled
you
it the
like
best way possible, personally.
even if you are a single man, even if you're living as a bachelor,
Mm-hmm.
have some fucking common sense.
right. That part.
Like, bro, the living room, like, bro,
Like of all the places, and you live in
and the
this type of
door's
like building.
open.
Yeah, why is your door
Wide open, wide open. And she said it's like 50 something degree weather, which I checked with my family that lives in New York right now to confirm if that was true or not. Like, what's the weather right now? And they did tell me it is. It fluctuates, but it is like, 50-degree weather. So what? Yeah, your junction be out, dude. Like, I get it. If you hot, like you feeling hot, take your shirt off, fine. But yo, your dick out, really, really, like.
like like
Is that
it-
necessary?
and like who faps it with their door cracked is the real question.
Crap, that shit was wide open.
That part.
Like when
That's the part
I was
that's
wide
getting me.
open, like it just. Cause then I didn't. I was arguing that he is in his house, right? Cause Ray said that too, and then I guess when we found out more info, right? It was something about there's a law in New York, specifically New York, which I didn't even know this. I'm from there, but I didn't know this. Like, if you're doing anything that is, considered public indecency, even if you're in your house, if the windows are open or visible, if you're visible, that's the key thing. If you're visible to the public, it is now public indecency because they see you. So in this situation, yeah, like
I guess
she's in
that
the
makes
right.
sense.
Because his door was wide open in the video. She never went in. I don't know who started that, but she never went in the house. That's what I need the incels to understand, because they heard that first thing and they're running with it. They're calling her all kinds of shit. This poor girl. Yeah, I understand. We can make fun of her, misusing the word sexual assault all day long. But what I don't agree with is the death threats and all that that's coming to her. She lost her job, cool.
And,
but yeah, go ahead.
And like I said, like girl, like you did not need to videotape him.
Girl,
it
the
was totally
screaming
unnecessary.
video.
It was just so unnecessary. Like you literally made yourself look like a fool.
Yeah, she thought the internet was gonna immediately side with her. She was not expecting
honestly,
the backlash.
Like at this point, you look more like a creep than he was, because this
Yep.
nigga's passed out and you're literally videotaping him while he's asleep. Yeah, like
Calling
yes,
it sexual assault.
and I get it. Yes, like the guy's naked, but like if you were really bothered by it, you would have just walked away instead of stopping what you were doing and recording and zooming in and zooming
Right,
out.
you gotta
like,
think about it
recording
when
out.
you're recording and posting a video. You gotta think about it. I don't want to hear I wasn't thinking. Yo, you gotta think about it. Like, there are steps involved with posting a video.
Stupid decision. Stupid game. You play stupid games, win stupid prizes, bitch.
Like, for real.
Big
Yeah.
time.
Like, and I was trying, because let me tell you, Justin, the first time we covered it, I ripped her a new one. I was calling her all kinds of names. I'm not even going to front. Because at first I was told she pushed the door. And so I was like, oh, it's fucking obvious who's that wrong here. But then, I got some more info. But it still don't make it any better. Like, you still fucking recorded him. You could have very well reported. You could have recorded it fine, sent it to DoorDash. I think the reason, and we all know, the reason your shit got revoked, you posted it on TikTok, you idiot. Like, why did you do that? At that point, nobody's feeling bad for you, bro.
Like, honestly, you took this as an opportunity to get clout, was what it looked like to me.
It seemed that way.
Yeah, like you're just trying to get your little 10 minutes of fame on the internet.
Right. Over something controversial that you knew was going to get people talking.
Exactly.
It seems a little calculated.
Well, I'm like yeah. I don't want to be the person who says that type of shit. Like, but from my perspective, that's just what it seems like to me. Now that we,
and it ruins it for real victims that are scared to come out about their situations. It's stuff like this that makes it to where people don't want to talk about it. They don't want to tell the truth because they're scared. Not only of being ridiculed, but not being believed because of bitches like her that lie or embellish the truth. Maybe there's some truth, but you embellished it. Now we don't trust you and we don't believe you and you look like a fucking buffoon. Like,
Right, and nobody else wants to be blamed on that too.
yeah.
They don't come up and say nothing.
It's literally another factor of the boy who cried wolf.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're watching this on YouTube, I want to know what you think of this situation because what makes it worse is the AI generated videos. To add to that point, there was a woman whose face is being ripped off to make certain AI videos that are pushing a whole different narrative that is more misogynistic and like supporting the hate towards the DoorDash girl, which again I don't wish that on anyone. I don't agree with that. But like now this other creator is being ripped off from AI and she's tried reporting it and nothing's being done about it. And that's what I mean. Like it's scary how bad AI is just like taking over for real. It is insane.
Yeah.
So that's that. If anyone wants to add to that, they can. Let me
I was gonna talk about how DoorDash kind of handled the situation.
Okay, yeah. What do you think about that?
I feel like they handled it the best way possible, personally. Like
Yeah, they
they
weren't
got
pointing fingers.
both of them out. They got both of them, like not just one person. They got both. Because at first I thought they just got her. Turns out they like just banned both their accounts, which I think is kind of understandable banning both.
Yeah. It was fair. It was fair. It's not like they're favoring one person or the other.
Yeah.
Hold on. Also, I think they also before they came out and said that they banned both. I'm pretty sure I'm trying to find it, but I can't find it now. It was on TikTok. I think the TikTok comments, DoorDash stood up for themselves, girl, because she was trying to act like DoorDash took my account. They took my money. They wouldn't tell me why. They're like, actually, we did tell you why.
Yeah, a lot of people would come a boycott DoorDash. I'm like,
yeah.
Because when they banned their account, I'm like, what did she do for them to ban their account? Like, they had something had to
That's
be done.
no one was asking that, and that's what pissed me off. Why was no one asking why? And then DoorDash was like, well, actually, you posted and doxed a customer's address and posted them naked. And then people were like, oh shit, girl, what? Like she had everybody on her side, and then the truth came out, and she just looks stupid, man. Like, it's crazy.
Because DoorDash, they not finna just suspend your account for no reason. I give them
No,
that.
I used to do
You had
DoorDash
your
for
account
them.
for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
So if you
Yeah,
mess up,
gotta
you
like
did
break
something.
some kind of policy or something.
And they have to have proof. They're not gonna go after you publicly, knowing
Yeah,
they're
especially a
in the
big
wrong.
company like that.
No,
Like
they
ooh,
care
that's a
about their
huge
image
lawsuit
so
if they come
much.
back.
Yeah. So I know whenever I saw them coming back, girl, you know when you see a fucking company coming back in some controversy, and you know it ain't the social media marketer, and it's the CEO, girl.
Oh, it was the
Yeah,
CEO
when they see
comment.
you'll say something, you're like, oh, now what you done did?
Damn.
You
They were like,
already know
yo.
when they step in and they're responding on social media, releasing statements and responding to comments, you done fucked up.
Damn.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So don't be lying. Like, if you're gonna come out with your story, tell the truth. I don't understand
Yeah.
why people have to embellish the truth. Just tell the truth. Talk about what's really going on and be honest. There's no reason to, I don't know. Whatever. We're moving on. Imaru Miskiff situation, because this is also having to do with sexual assault, which is insane. First of all, Miskiff, I'm not trying to shame, but like he looks like such a fuck boy, bro. Like, oh my god. I want to punch him in the face.
Go ahead. I'm gonna let you explain, then I'll get my side.
All I'm gonna say is I don't even care what he has to say, because after what just happened to her, she could say anything and I'm gonna believe her. I'm already biased. Like, the bitch just almost got assaulted at fucking TwitchCon. And now she's coming out speaking out about what she went through with him. Now revisit what happened to her, right? Knowing what we're about to talk about how he essayed her, abused her, blackmail threats. Bro, that's got me looking at what just happened to her. Like, no wonder she looks so terrified in that clip. First of all, I'd be terrified, period, if a man is reaching out to me to try to kiss me involuntarily. Let alone he could have been reaching for something else, you know what I'm saying? Or like had something
Well,
on him.
and someone like it, right? Like he could have had a knife. Could
That's
have
what
had like
someone said. Yeah, he could
some
have
kind
killed
of
her.
ill intent, and
He
like
was
he was
very
in
close
that.
to her. Very, very close to her.
Yeah.
Anything could have happened there. And we all watched and did nothing. Like,
I think the part that baffles me the most is how Twitch didn't like have any kind of security reacting, and then
bro, the
they went
clip, they
off and
reacted
posted.
10 minutes later. And it wasn't
Yeah,
even a reaction.
and
It was
then
like an arm
they were
movement, and
like,
that's it.
"Oh, we didn't even realize that happened." Ha ha ha, and they moved on.
Yeah. He got
And
to
then
roam
Twitch
around.
came out like, "Oh yeah, our security was handling it. They were there on the spot."
Yeah, he got arrested
When there's
immediately. And
video proof
Imuru was like,
that said
no, he
no.
didn't. He was
And
still
there was
going to
video
other
clips that showed
streamers.
it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
I forgot
absolutely
what
not.
streamer that came out and said he went to my
Yeah,
meet.
because I
It was
think
a
it was
guy.
like 2 hours later or something. They finally like did something and caught on to him or something.
It's so stupid. Like, how bad? What kind of rent-a-cops you got working there? Like,
Right.
what the fuck?
Like this is the, oh hey, come do this event for us. We'll pay you like this. We don't really care. Just stand there.
Yeah. You get a taser.
Like sure, they know they're supposed to guard this, but like they don't know who the important people are and like these meet and greets and like they don't know how famous they may be.
True.
Like these are just like you
These
said,
are
like
regular
rent-a-cops.
people.
Like
These
they don't care.
well, and a lot of them don't be the ones that work at these events. Ironically, you think everybody there is online like that? No, some of the most regular people be working those events. They have no idea who anyone really is. Not everybody that works there knows what's up. So I do try to see it from both sides, but it's like your job is still to defend. So
Yeah, exactly.
you
At the end
saw
of
the
day, that's
man
your job.
reaching, like hello, like you were big enough. From the dude I saw, you were big enough. You could have did something, brother. The one that was standing directly to her left. But anywho, so knowing what we know about that situation, now she is coming out accusing Ms. Kip of sexual assault, abuse, and blackmail threats. If you watch Mujin, he went live last night as this was coming out and covered it really well. I suggest you go watch the 5-hour stream, but I believe he gets into it right away and goes in. I think like the 30-minute mark. But yeah, so she has publicly accused fellow content creator Ms. Kip of psychological and domestic abuse, stalking, harassment, sexual assault, and threats of blackmail during a Twitch stream on October 25th. Today, I'm finally going to be opening up about the psychological and domestic abuse, et cetera, that they have done towards me, of some of the issues that are still ongoing. She was telling her viewers they were previously in a relationship and lived together in Austin, Texas. Girl, Justin, why shit be going down in Texas?
It's always Austin too.
Yeah, why didn't
I love how you always say that too. Like he always sighs. He's like, it's always Austin.
And I used to live there, so I know.
Yeah, like what they got going on over there, Bubs? Is
Okay,
it the
so
water?
Austin is like our like just
The shit
get
stain.
fucked up party.
my children.
and don't give a fuck.
Bye, boo.
Bye, Rays.
Oh no, I was talking to my siblings. They just came in.
Oh,
Oh.
not all of us be
Got
like
me and Allie
bye.
both like, okay, bye.
No,
Bye, Dad.
My two
We're
younger
Rays'
sisters-
children officially now.
My
Yeah.
2 younger sisters just came back from the mall.
No
They
questions
came by to steal
asked.
egg rolls. Came by to steal my mom's egg rolls.
Not the egg rolls.
Egg roll sounds so good right now.
I'm
though,
saying, can I have one?
low-key. Can
My mom-
right?
My mom is sitting here. She's rolling up like hundreds of egg rolls for my uncle's restaurant right now.
Bet
Hell
I'm stopping
yeah.
by.
Right, yeah, we'll be right there. Pick me up.
Right.
So they used to live together, I guess, and they were part of, a streaming org, and she had avoided discussing this for most of the year because of the blackmail, and she just thought it'd be easier not to talk to him or talk about it at all, which obviously that has backfired, which is why she's coming out about it now. She has attempted to separate herself from him and not talk about him or the issue and not make it a public thing. She decided to speak out about it after learning of new incidents. I was informed by 3 separate people, of whom was present for said incident, that he had done something similar to, I guess, someone in LA at the end of September. So basically he repeated the behavior, which if a person who is willing to assault once, they will do it again. Like, this is proof of that. If they do it once and get away with it, they will continue to do it.
Plus, he's covered up some too.
And he has covered, and that's what I'm saying. Like, if we keep allowing this and not talking about it, I think it is good sometimes to overly talk about stuff, because it needs to be reiterated how important it is for everybody's safety. Because men would cry about it if it's like about a man, right? Like, oh, we don't
Yeah.
get the same attention. So it's like the attention needs to be there for all genders all the time. It's always important. Sexual assault, no matter who it is, how young, how old, it is always important, and it needs to be talked about. It's not okay. Consent is necessary. And when there is none, that is when it is what it is. So that's what I'm saying. We're going from a story where it's like there is none to now we're faced with, this. And so I guess he had done it to someone else. And she's like, because of this, I cannot in good conscience sit here knowing that I know critical information about someone almost no one else does, and not say anything. So she did an entire stream. This is an hour and 54 minutes of her going through screenshots. I've seen people kind of meme the amount of times he called her. There's like multiple phone calls. So he was that type of, verbally abusive boyfriend to call. And I've been in those kind of relationships where if you're arguing and you're like, all right, I'm done. Like, I'm not arguing anymore. Those people that'll call. Like, I don't know if anyone else can relate. You ever dated somebody or even a friend or family
I
member, just,
can.
you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I
Remember,
don't want to argue anymore. But they
turned off
want to
my phone
argue.
because of that.
Yeah. And it's
5
like,
X's.
yeah, but they get mad at you for it. And it's like, no, I don't want to keep doing this. And it's crazy because they want to keep arguing and they will harass her. And that is harassment. Like, if the party does not want to
Yep.
talk to you and you're harassing them, calling, texting, showing up at their house, like, that is enough. That is enough. So here's the actual allegation. She alleges that one occasion a Ms. Kip tried to comfort me by hugging me while I was sitting on the couch, holding me really close to him. I'm usually very uncomfortable with being touched by a lot of people that I'm not in a relationship with, but I let him hold me while I was crying. He started kissing me in my face and I let him do it. I was still sobbing a lot. Then suddenly he tried to climb on top of me and aggressively shove his hand down my pants. And I screamed. And when I screamed, he jumped off me like a cat. Instead of apologizing and checking if I was okay, he said, I feel weird now, like I did something wrong. I have to go. And immediately left while I was still crying. Girl, if you have to say that out loud, like, my mind is blown. I heard about the allegation. I didn't know, like, the details. That's crazy. That's fucking crazy. As of right now, these are just allegations. But, like, if this really happened, dude, you're weird as fuck. That is like
Yeah, I usually
Epstein
don't
level,
jump to
like.
conclusions, but I don't think she lying. I really don't.
No, the way she described it is almost like the disbelief that I have right now. Like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I did something. Yeah, you misread the situation.
Yeah, you probably
What?
fucking did.
Like,
Not even
'cause
probably.
I've been with guys that do that. They think that because a girl's crying, like, yes, this is the perfect time to fuck. No, it's definitely
No,
not.
just be there to, like, nigga, be there to comfort. Like, sometimes you don't need to be on that kind of timing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And she even admits, now this is what I don't agree with, and women out there, if you're listening, men, they, them, anyone who's in a relationship that makes you feel like you need to make excuses for them, leave them right now. Leave them. You should
Exactly.
not fucking, no. Hell no.
If you have to,
Yeah.
if you have to, like, you have to hide something from them, you shouldn't want to be there.
She says, I was still making excuses for him. I was still afraid of causing trouble for other streamers around us, which is a real thing. When you're in a group of people who are all content creators, all online, share the same viewership following, all competing against the same, thing. It's a lot. It's a very intense, very hard thing. How's it going, Tim? We're just going over the more
I'm kind of sad. Like,
controversial stuff.
because I feel like a lot of them knew and just let it happen, or didn't at least try to help.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of her friends and mutual friends, like they knew about it, they just didn't say anything.
Yeah, I'm like, even if you don't say anything, I feel like you should have stepped in, like, yo, and like come stay with me, or she admitted that one of them like kind of like stepped in, but like they can only do so much, like,
Right. Yeah. And apparently she says that Ms. Kiff was threatened, I guess, or alleges that he threatened her through other people, meaning using people to threaten her. Who we talking about? We're talking about the Emaru situation. Well, post Emaru situation at Twitch, but more so her outing her ex, who apparently has abused someone else. At I don't know where, but this just happened in September. So she's coming out about it now because of what's happened to her recently, and I feel that she feels obligated, which I would too if I was in her shoes. Just saying, if I heard one of you guys, something was happening, I'm like, oh my god, that person did that to me. I feel like shit not saying anything. So apparently, the people that knew about the stuff let her know that if she ever came out to talk about this stuff, he would try to create a smear campaign against her in retaliation, which I feel like anybody, especially in the male presence, that's what they do. If they have more followers, more money, more everything, of course. Of course they would do that. Why wouldn't they do that? Like that makes sense. Not saying it's a good thing, but I mean, we should expect that. Anyone who talks about our president, who comes after you? Anybody who talks about Nicki Minaj, who comes after you? You get where I'm going with this? Like, of course that he would try to do that. He doesn't want his name to be, tarnished. What do you guys think about that? I mean, do you think that that's true? That he would use other people to threaten her? I mean, he's got the
I
Yes,
money.
wouldn't put it past
absolutely.
him.
I
I've
feel like he
seen
would
stuff like
use
that before.
Yeah.
people that allowed themselves to be used in that kind of way to,
Right.
know, get and then make his name. Like when he covered up, was like he used people. They talked about it for a little bit, and then all of a sudden you never heard about it again.
Right. I hate to compare him, but like, because I don't know for sure, but this is kind of like the Mr. Beast allegations. Like, I think, what, last year? Like, I feel like when you've got money and power and there's a huge imbalance of that, you truly do kind of think like Diddy. Like, you think, I'm a god, I can get away with saying, doing whatever I want. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And so, deny, attack, and reverse victim and offender. Yes. What is that? Darvo, right? Yeah, Darvo. Deny, attack, reverse victim, and offender. Darvo. I was like, there is a literal thing that describes what we're talking about. Thank you, Priscilla. I could not remember, but that's exactly what he's doing. And you can tell. And so she referenced an alleged encounter at TwitchCon. He approached one of her employees, threatening them, saying, "If I ever talked about him, he would destroy me." That's a fucking threat. Like, hello? That is a literal
Yeah,
threat. You
that's a
know?
no-no.
He also used the fact that like he had brought her into like the kind of like the streaming group
Mm-hmm.
OTK and kind of use that and control her. I also
Yeah.
feel like that too.
Yeah. No, and I believe it. Um, Now here's the thing. Uh, this is crazy. So this was his plan. Mizkif planned to accuse Imaru of killing her rabbits, who had died when they lived together. Multiple people have told me that his plan was to claim that I kill animals and that I killed my own rabbits, since I had several of my rabbits pass away over the course of 3 years, which, if you know anything about rabbits, sometimes they don't last very long. And they are very
Yeah.
sensitive. Like, owning rabbits, you have to,
Hmm.
you got to know what you're doing. You got to do your research. They're just like, almost like hamsters and shit. Like, they die very quick, And, but I mean, you plotting a whole, like, that's a psychopath. Like, I mean, oh my god, like, to compile an entire plan, that's crazy. That's insane. um
I mean, thing, a lot of these top streamers that people think is so nice, and
yeah.
maybe some evil people behind the scenes. Just people just gotta start speaking out about it. I feel
Mm.
like.
I know exactly who you're talking about, Priscilla. The mukbang streamer whose boyfriend was abusing her. That shit is sad. Hope it doesn't mess with the trial. I hope so too. I mean, but there's plenty of people talking about it, so it is what it is. Like, I hope that she gets the justice she deserves at the end of the day. It is really sad. Um, it's sad that all this is coming out in the way that it is too, because again, I'm just as a person who has been through SA myself, I'm just thinking of her and what she felt in that moment. Imagine being threatened by this guy and harassed by him for so long, and then to have a random dude come up to you and try to kiss you and grab you by the face after being abused by a real you know what I'm saying? Like, she probably was just getting
Also,
to a fucking normal, and then that
I'm
happened.
saying like I was doing like how long was she dealing with it? Like she said, she didn't want to start drama, so like she held that in.
For years,
God,
apparently. Well, however long they dated. I don't know how long they dated.
I don't. She never disclosed. I don't think she ever said exactly how long they dated, but
Mm-mm.
I knew he brought her into the house for like this. She was in there for for a good minute,
Mm-hmm.
so it had to be in between that time. So I can't say, but so in between those times, and probably even before that, a lot of this was happening. So I just feel terrible for her.
So the reborn doll drama, have we heard about that?
The what?
The reborn doll drama?
I don't think so. Enlighten me.
So a reborn doll, if you don't know, is when a woman has like a miscarriage and they're having, trouble letting go of that. So they have a reborn doll, which is like, it's just a lifelike looking doll. It's like a baby doll, but it's
Oh, okay.
made to look more human. And I'm trying to. Paige Christie was talking about it yesterday on her stream, and I'm trying to find out um where this fucking. Okay, fake pregnancy hoax. Scottish girl's bizarre reborn doll. This is like all alleged, but it is basically a 22-year-old girl fakes her entire pregnancy, uses fake doll to try to trick people into thinking it was real. She lied to the boyfriend. She like made up this whole long thing. She's from Scotland, and she listen, it's crazy. So a 22-year-old woman from Scotland is at the center of a controversy after she allegedly faked a pregnancy, staged a baby shower, and later presented a lifelike doll as her newborn daughter before claiming the baby had died. According to a report by The Mirror, the woman, identified as Kira Cousins, is accused of wearing a prosthetic baby bump, sharing scan photos and videos online, and even holding a gender reveal before announcing the birth of a girl she called Bonnie Leigh Joyce. She reportedly posted that the baby weighed over 5 pounds and had been born earlier this month. How did Kira fool everyone with the fake pregnancy? Over the week, she had documented hospital appointments and told family and friends that the baby had a heart defect that detected during antenatal tests. So she just did her research to find like whatever, hard to explain. You know what I'm saying? Like you know how people, about the girl that lied about having cancer on the internet and all that other shit. Like all these people that lie about shit, they do research for
Mm-hmm.
months. It's like, nigga, you doing so much work to lie. What the fuck? And I was in Paige's which shout out to Paige. I love her. Paige Christie, love her. Definitely watch her on YouTube. She covers everything. Just love her to death. Because the way that I was so confused and she broke it down to me, I was like, there is no fucking way that this woman did this. Like, what? So this is what she has to say about the incident, right? Oh wait, I'm skipping something. Hold on, sorry. Loved ones also purchased newborn items for her, including a pram, which in the UK they call it a pram, but it's like a what is it, a stroller, I think, a car seat
Oh,
reportedly
okay.
worth £1,000. A thousand probably for us is like what, $1,200, something like that, probably more. But however, her deception came to light after Kira's mother found the doll in her bedroom. Screenshots of the messages reported have been sent by the 22-year-old shortly afterwards appeared to show her telling the man that she claimed was the baby's father that the child had died. So she told the boyfriend, the baby died. Baby gone, baby no do, baby died. He's heartbroken just to find out it was all a lie. Could you imagine what that man is going through? Like, as a man, what he's feeling. And then this is what she has to say. She admitted, that the baby was a doll. She said, I was in bed when my mother came into my room and found it to be a doll. Prior to this, I'd been keeping myself away from literally everyone. The next thing I know, I was confronted by the entire family. Don't for one minute think that they let me away with this. They haven't. And none of them knew. Neither did the dad and his family. Like, how does that make you look any better? What? Don't think they let me get away with it. Bitch, shut the fuck up. You lied. You lied. Thank you. Yes, I love her. Paige Christie. fucking love her. I think did she post it? Did she post last night's stream? I don't think so. I don't think she was recording last night's stream.
So, so I got a question. What was the end goal?
Of
What
this
was the
girl
reason
that lied about all this, I have no
Yeah.
fucking
Right.
idea. Like that's the
Oh,
thing.
the end goal is
She just
There's no end
the end
goal.
goal is attention. That's all it
Maybe,
is.
yeah,
That's what I
because
was about to say. She
because
just
the
wanted attention.
friends, her friends, her real life friends, are calling her a serial liar. Like that she's done this, lied
Oh
like that
shit.
for years. So this is the biggest thing I guess she's lied about. And I have people in my family that I don't talk to for that reason too, because they just lie like that. You can't be around people like that. It's like, no, ma'am, can't do that. She had a whole gender reveal, you guys. What do you fucking mean? Like, what do you mean? People spent money for this girl. What are you gonna do with all baby clothes? Like, I'm just mad. Like, there's women that can't have children, and you're just, girl. I got canceled on Twitter back in what 20? I think it was 2020, 2019, because I shared an April Fool's joke, and me and my dad, me tricking him into thinking I was pregnant when I'm not. It was super innocent. People lost their fucking minds when I did that. It was one Twitter post. It was my mini viral moment. I'm glad no one remembers because it was not viral enough because I deleted it because it caused so much issues with like an hour. Within an hour that I posted it, so I deleted it. But oh my god, I was flooded with comments.
And this bitch did it for
And this bitch,
months.
yeah, no, and that for me it was like an April Fool's Day, and again, I wasn't trying to offend people who
thing with your dad. You had told me
yeah, it was that, Itachi. Like, people cancel
Wait.
me for that. That was years ago.
What's so offensive about it?
Nothing, but they were offended. That's my point, Pi. They were offended. The women who can't have kids, that whole group
Someone's
of
always in
women
someone else's
came
business.
for me on Twitter for like literally, I think that whole day for 24 hours. I got hate comments, DMs, retweets. I had to delete the post because I was arguing with too many people. I was like, this is crazy. I'm never gonna prove my point. Like, whatever. And that was years ago. That was my own first and only controversy.
That's like
and that's not
That's
even
like telling a rich
controversy.
person don't post your 50-room mansion because I'm too broke to afford it. That's literally what they
Literally.
say, like-
No, I promise you. So that's what I'm saying. This woman could
But
do
for
that.
real.
And I mean, yeah, she got backlash, but that's what I'm saying. Look at the difference of the situation, what I did versus what she did. Women were trying to say I don't care about women because of the joke that I did. It's like, no, but then this woman is doing that. No, you don't care about women because you're lying out your teeth about having a baby. And not only that, the man, like, I feel bad for the man. I can't help but feel sympathetic towards the boyfriend. Like, no wonder he left you, bitch, because what the fuck do you look like lying to this man? The dad's side of the family, like, they'd never met the baby. How you have a whole, bro, first of all, a lot of people in Paige's live stream, especially Paige herself, for saying, and I love when she made this point because she is black. She was saying in minority families that shit wouldn't slide. Everybody wants to see the baby. Are you kidding me? People,
Mhm.
Is
niggas
you lying
you
at your
ain't,
front door?
what niggas you ain't talked to
Right.
in mad months, years, be like, yo, I heard you had a baby. Let me see. Bitch, you ain't tainting my child. Get the fuck out of here. Like, they all want to see the baby. This would not fly. So it's just, this is crazy as fuck. I had to share this one with you guys because I'm like, what do you think? I want to know y'all's thoughts right now. Like, where are we at with this?
Nah,
Like,
It's just
that's just
crazy.
you just an evil person. Cause like, why? Especially lying about the life of a child is kind of crazy.
That part.
I just think that we live in a world where every day we push the boundary of hyperbolic things to seek attention. Where if you keep increasing the ceiling, you're gonna have to keep increasing the floor. So if lying about, like, I know this don't really got like anything to do with this situation per se, but like, remember when Rachel Dolezal tried to say like she wasn't black? I mean, she was black when she's white.
yeah.
That now
Yeah, I know what you're
for
talking
attention, that now puts a new ceiling of what we have to do now to be able to outrank her in craziness. So you're gonna have people faking pregnancies, faking babies,
Mhm.
because this not new. I've heard of this before plenty of times. Now,
Yeah.
maybe not going as far as she did,
Yeah.
but I've heard I know of women who fake being pregnant just to get the
Yeah,
abortion
or
money,
keep
and
the
it's
dude,
really just to keep
or
the
just
money.
keep the dude in their life. Like, yeah.
That too, yeah.
Mhm.
A lot of times
She
I hear
just
about that.
she just I don't get it. What are you seeking attention for? You have friends, you got a boyfriend. Just be normal.
Why lie? Like when you ask, what's the end goal? I'm searching through the article. Never did she talk about it. There was like you said, attention. Because what the fuck? Why are you doing that? She had good parents, good upbringing. What? Why are you lying?
But I also gotta question the intelligence of everybody around her, because I'm not even the biggest
Everybody
expert.
was.
You're not about to lie to me for 9 months, bro.
Bro,
not.
That.
I know how big your stomach's supposed to be during the whole entire process.
Yeah.
Like nobody. Well, cause some people, some women don't show like kind of until, depending on the person. I'm not gonna say. My
I don't
mom,
know
she
what
showed
happened to the
76.
pictures, but they said that the reborn
She
doll
didn't
she
show
was
me. She said she
using
didn't
was
show until
yeah. She wasn't
about
showing.
she had me.
Yeah. The girl
I would
like
have to.
she's skinny.
I was gonna
But
have
that's
to. I was
rare.
gonna
I
be.
think
I'm gonna be
that's rare,
real.
but I don't see what you mean.
I think I gotta see what your body size is, because for you to not show at like 8 months, like, are you already morbidly obese?
Well,
Like, I don't
okay, so
believe
you know how I look, right, Pi? Like,
Yeah.
picture me from the back, like my actual back, right? I used to get hit on by dudes, and then as soon as I would turn around, I'm like, oh hi, big ass belly, because I carried big, you know. I only had Kata, but it looked like I had twins because I was so big. But like from the back, I did not look pregnant at all. I look very skinny because I'm tiny, you know, petite. So I think petite, smaller women we don't show from the sides, or well, not from the side, from the back.
But you gotta think but I'm talking about like people in her life. I'm not gonna only see you from the back.
Oh
gonna
yeah,
see
yeah,
you
yeah. No,
every
yeah.
aspect of
Yeah.
being around you. So
Especially
it's
the
like
boyfriend. Like,
that's
hello.
what like I'm saying. Yeah, how like you tricked your
Yeah, like
boyfriend
I feel
for
like
9
people just.
months.
And no one
Yeah.
asked
That's
about for
wild.
ultrasound pictures, or was she going to any doctor's
Well,
appointments? Like
apparently he
nobody.
wasn't going to the doctor's appointments with her. Apparently she was going to them on her own. The one he wanted to go with her with, she made him wait in the car, which I found sus. Cause I'm like, why would you not want to be with your girl? Why would your girl not want you to be there with her? Like, it was just
I'm like, I would have
weird,
went in.
you
Why would
know?
you
I'm
go
going
if you
in.
gotta
See
sit in
my
the car? I didn't come here to sit in the car.
Yeah, I would have
Right.
went in anyways. I'm going to
Like
see my child.
there's no way. There's only two options, and both don't make no sense. So if before I even got in the car and drove you, you said, okay, you could drive me, but you can't come inside, then go by yourself. I'm not, what the fuck? I'm not your driver. And then number two, if I
Right.
drove you and then as soon as we got to the parking lot, you said, oh, I need you to stay inside. I'm about to piss you off
For
as I
what?
get out the car and we'll go inside. Like, what are you talking about? If I'm here, I'm here. If you're gonna act like that, I'm staying home. But then it's like, all right,
Mhm.
all right, because I came a little late. When when could she not fake it no more? Like, did she already like say she
Oh,
delivered the baby?
no. This is so she still was going with the lie even after the quote unquote baby was born. Like she was using a reborn doll. That's what I explained.
The
I think
father didn't think so. Wait,
no, he held the baby and everything.
No. But he wasn't there.
He wasn't there. No, that's what I'm saying. Like this
I
is
feel
He
bad for
held
him.
the baby.
he held the
okay,
reborn
I'm
doll.
sorry.
But that's why I showed you guys what they look like
At that
before. Let
point,
me go back so y'all can
there's
see
no
because I
help.
think Pi wasn't here for that. But this is what
Yeah,
a
I think I
reborn
missed the
doll.
picture.
This is like this is okay. This is an artist who makes them. We're not gonna judge reborn dolls because there are women who need them for emotional support. That's fine. But when you see this, that looks like real babies. That looks
Hold
like
on.
real.
I actually have a story about a
But
reborn doll.
holding it, you wouldn't like feel it
No, I
breathing.
Hold on, I
mean,
have a story about
yeah,
reborn
that.
dolls.
yeah. You have a story about reborn dolls?
I've actually seen that reborn doll in person actually. Held
Really?
one actually,
You've held one?
because I was in rehab and like this woman, she was holding it, so I'm thinking she has a real baby. Like I'm thinking, and she's like, "Oh no, it's a doll."
Oh God.
And then she showed me like she literally had like Pampers, the milk. But I'm like, she has like the
No.
work.
No.
So I'm like, you deep in this.
Oh my God.
And then-
I'm not gonna lie. I don't want to sound like Superman or anything, but you're not tricking me with this. Not even a little bit. I'm not like somebody's grandma seeing AI on the internet. This does
I'm
that
dead
don't look
as
like
fuck.
a real baby to me.
He said you're not tricking me with
That does not look like a real baby to me. Any like, they're not even emoting. Like it's just that.
He said emoting.
I mean, that's the first time I seen it. Like that's why I didn't realize.
I
Like
don't
she was
feel
holding
sorry
it
for
like
that
a real
dude.
baby
He's
and
just-
everything.
Nobody
He
was
living in
at the
denial.
delivery. Yeah, like it's just
Yeah,
it's
that's what I'm
just
saying. Like,
it's
what,
just
like,
weird.
She
It's
just,
yeah.
She just poop, baby came out. Like, man, you can
Poop,
stop it. Where's the
baby came
medical
out.
bills?
Where's the medical?
She's 22 years old. Who's paying for all of this?
Yeah, true. Yeah.
I'm sure she on her parents' insurance. She not 26. So, yeah, right. Like, come on, y'all. I don't know, man. You know what they say when you from the hood, you can't bullshit a bullshitter. So
Yeah.
that ain't gonna
Yup.
work.
Maybe no one wanted to accidentally insult the baby. Oh my god.
Man, see, that's another problem. Y'all too sensitive.
Yeah,
So
I
what?
You
know,
can
that's
politely
tough.
insult the baby. You can say,
She
"Oh,
delivered
that's
a
only a bit.
mediocre
The mother to
performance in a
behold."
massive shit show. Yeah. The other thing I wanted to cover, and I guess this is on a more positive note, is Aldi's. I just saw this video and I have to share attention to it because y'all, I could talk whatever shit about Aldi's having to bring the quarter and complaining and shit, but girl, Aldi's is saving Thanksgiving, girl. Listen, let me show you this video. Hold on, I'm not even making this up. You could get a whole Thanksgiving meal for $40 that feeds 10 people at Aldi's. Check it out. I'm gonna play it right now. This is crazy.
Meal? Well, they did. And Aldi, you looking like the people's champ this year for Thanksgiving because a lot of people have been thinking, how am I going to be able to afford Thanksgiving this
They
year?
give
with
you
the
all the
prices
shit.
of
Now you do
everything
have to
being so
cook it.
high
It's
and
not
a
like
lot of
made.
people's
You know, you
pockets
do have to make
looking a
it.
little low. And this
That's
is
a deal
actually the
breaker.
Aldi
Nope.
website, and it
You
says
gotta
here,
cook
host
it.
Thanksgiving for 10 for
Because I
just
know
Nah,
there
Justin,
are
so you
places
went
that
there
do like the
cooking,
meal
huh?
deal, you
You
know, and
did
it's
it yours
made.
raw,
Yeah.
huh?
10 people for
Oh, you thought you was gonna not have to cook, huh?
people struggling, which is why I need you guys
I'm
to share this
excited
video
because,
and
you know,
like
the
so it
whole
can get to
fear
the
of
people
shutting
who
down
might
food
need this
stamp
information
shit.
to find
Like,
it valuable.
this is
Now,
great.
it
This
says
is
here,
good because, girl,
Thanksgiving is
bitch.
all about gathering with
Listen,
loved ones. And Aldi is here to
it's
help
hard
you
out
set
here.
your full table without stretching your budget. And y'all know I like a good budget. Now, it says get your main dishes, sides, drinks, and desserts all at prices that make you grateful before you take your first bite. And I know what y'all are thinking, Simone, what is on this list? Look, y'all, it's a whole list right here.
I'm gonna pause it right here. Whole turkey, chicken broth, condensed cream and mushroom soup, evaporated milk, Hawaiian sweet rolls, miniature marshmallows, cut green beans, pure canned pumpkin, macaroni shells and cheese, brown gravy mix, poultry spices and herbs, French fried onions, pie crust, chicken or cornbread stuffing with dairy topping. The list goes on. You can add substitutes to it. What are we thinking? What are we thinking? Like,
I mean, if you in a pinch, that's a real good deal. If you're in a pinch,
honestly, like when you're
That's a
broke,
whole meal.
that is hello. Like now, she goes on to actually play a clip of someone. I think this is last year. This is someone from last year. Apparently, this was a thing last year, but it's more expensive now. It's cheaper. This is a real photo from someone in the comments that did the feast for 10 through Aldi's. Look at how good that looks. We got
that mac and
cabbage.
cheese look kind of good. Ain't
That's
gonna lie,
what
mac
I
and cheese.
said. I
I
said that
was
mac
gonna
and cheese
say.
look good. Girl, and the sweet
That actually
potatoes
does
in the
look
bottom
good.
right.
My fault. That's the first thing I looked at. Since I seen mac and cheese, I said, "Let's see how they make
No,
that mac
because
and
why
cheese."
did my eyes actually go to the mac and cheese? Because it's not burnt. It's like that's the crispy top that
No, that's the good
Oh
top,
my
yeah.
God.
That's that crispy. That's how you know it's doing like crispy
Yes.
like that, but not too burnt.
Now, I'm not gonna lie, it's some pretty good portions, but I could kind of buy all of that on my own with $40. That's kind of
I
like
understand.
mac and cheese isn't expensive.
No.
The evaporated milk is like $1.99, $2, maybe $2.99.
Yeah.
The shells is around that same price, you know. Now the shredded cheese, you gonna have to test that on shelves. ShopRite be on some bullshit. The canned yams, they not
That's
that
where it's gonna
expensive.
break you.
Yeah.
Like I want to know how much they cost last year, because last year that was probably like a little big robbery.
Nah, so it was actually $7 more. So it was 47. It was closer to $50. So they dropped it down by $7. The portions are more. They're giving you like double of more. Because I guess people were probably complaining about it. So they upped the portions on that. Which, by the way, that's not yams. That's sweet potatoes. Like the actual, they give you the real potato, like the sweet potato. That's a part of the meal deal. So you can get 3 pounds of it. And the turkey that the woman got, because I'm gonna show you the video shortly, 13-pound turkey for $10. Where else you gonna find that?
30 pounds? Oh, that's actually not a bad.
13 fucking pounds for $10 is not bad at all. So where's is a lady who did it, right?
The irony is though, because I know ShopRite isn't everywhere, but ShopRite got deals where like if you spend a certain amount of money, you just get the turkey for free. And
That's
usually,
true. Yeah.
So it's like you spend $400, but you literally do that anyway.
Yeah.
In 3 months, you're gonna spend $400 on food, and then you just get it. Like I'm not trying to knock on the Aldi.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that
you're being realistic.
As we hype this up, the other methods ain't that bad neither. It's not
Nah.
like who's spending thousands of dollars on Thanksgiving meals?
Some of these hoes that trying to cater to the whole family. That's what it is. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, them the Instagram.
Cause
people.
yeah, what? I'm as simple as a pimple, baby. Shit, like Ray said, the snobs. No, for real. So she got mini mart. Look at the picture. Like that's a lot of food. Like I can see it from her breaking it down.
Like this shit sounds like y'all eating marshmallows at Thanksgiving. Like,
well, I think that's for sweet potato pie. Because personally, I like sweet potato pie with some marshmallows. I like it with or without. It doesn't matter to me. But like
without
apple
I'd
pie,
rather put some like crushed up like pecans or walnuts with like a
ooh, walnuts,
sweet, like almost like a pecan pie kind of topping instead.
Yeah, I think she ended up getting because they didn't have pumpkin, so she ended up getting like you said apple pie, yeah, and some pecan to do that.
This was probably.
She got the more expensive potato, but she said there is like $1.95 potatoes.
I also got.
I wanted to show the turkey because the turkey though.
Got a lemon pepper.
Where the fuck is the turkey? Did I miss it?
Potatoes $1.95. Potatoes, these were $1.95, I think. I also and these were for 29 cents. $5. Cornbread.
Oh, you whore! I got it right there. Okay, so you see the turkey? 13 pounds, $10. Like, you know, if it's just you, like for me that'd be perfect because it's me, mom, Kaden. It's just us three. $40, like that's more than enough food for us that we're probably gonna have to share with our neighbors because it's so much. But that's because it's just us. Like Pi saying, like who is spending over that? Really? I mean, unless you're having like hella fucking people over. Like,
but then at that point they contribute. So again, when I had big family Thanksgivings, you didn't just come empty fucking handed. You brought food too. Like
you gotta think about some families that don't. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
some people don't know how to cook though. That's also true.
Well, what? You got a big family for no
like
reason.
This aunt's bringing the green beans. This uncle's bringing the mac and cheese. Like, it all came together at the end.
It's like the concept of like 15 people living in a house and then only paying like $50 a piece for the rent. Like you telling me you can't bring juice? You can, like it's like when schools have pizza party. You bring chips, bring something, bro. Like I don't get it.
Right, bring paper plates. You can bring.
Just don't fucking eat. Like I'm sorry, you shouldn't be having them family members that just like, oh, what we eating, guys? Like, yeah, all right.
What we eating?
Yeah, we are eating this.
That's crazy.
But I think it is good because I can't name a single place where you go in there with $40 and you can serve 10 people.
Right.
That's true.
I just got to be objective about that. I don't know where the hell you go for that besides all these.
Right. If you are, let us know.
I think another reason why the deal is very good is because, like you were saying, I could spend that on my own. One, not everybody is just not smart. They can't budget, you know, like they just can't. And I know that's a them problem. But this just simplifies it for the average dingleberry that can't seem to budget their money. You know what I mean? So it's just convenience, really. It's kind of like when you go to the grocery store and you get cut, you know, veggies instead of cutting them yourselves. Like you're literally paying for the convenience. In that sense, you're paying more, but really you're paying less with this. The only inconvenient thing is you got to cook it, you know, or find someone to cook it if you can't do it. Me personally, I don't have that problem, but I get it. You know, fucking Rays. I brought fried rice at pizza parties.
That's crazy.
I can't with you. But no, like I'm looking at the situation also, you know, this also controls costs because again, to add on your comment earlier, I can do this on my own. There are some things that will be more expensive depending on, like you said, where you shop, where you live. So this limits the price to be locked in to the same price everywhere, regardless of taxes or whatever. Your taxes might be more. Let's say in Aldi's in New York, you're going to probably end up paying more taxes there than you would in an Aldi's in Florida. And Aldi's in Hawaii, you're going to pay more than, say, you know, Texas or Arizona or fucking Oklahoma. You know what I'm saying? So that's my point. Also, it just price locks to make you feel like you're getting a deal, whereas you still may end up paying a lot on, you know, taxes depending on where you live. Again, that's subjective to your area, but overall, I think it is a great idea. I do like that there's nuance, there's non-bias here. There's also both sides of it. Like, just learn to budget. I mean, and again, it just depends on who you're cooking for. And like Pie saying, people should, Thanksgiving used to be about people coming together, but I think that a lot of people have lost, like, I don't know. I'm going off of what I see and what I'm experiencing, and I see a lot of people are not excited about it anymore. I can understand why, because they keep making Black Friday start earlier and earlier and earlier now, to where when the fuck are y'all having dinner? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're fighting bitches at 4 p.m., but then giving thanks at 7? What the fuck? Like, it doesn't make sense. So this, I think, will help a lot of people whose main issue is the money. Um, not being able to afford it. I think this will solve that, and hopefully get people back to being in the kitchen together. Because I liked back in the day when I was a kid, I felt like the world had the Christmas spirit, or the world had the Thanksgiving spirit, not just, like it just felt like everybody was in on it. Whereas now there's a lot of things that used to be big back then that are just aren't, you know. Right. Thank you. Yeah. Ray's puts it very plainly. Social gathering died when the growth of social media started. So,
Well,
True.
not only that, COVID did
mm,
COVID did a number on people. Like it was such immediate cutoff that nobody did the necessary steps to restore the balance.
mm,
So people kind of kept that mentality going after COVID. Like, all right, well, we just don't do big gatherings no more.
yeah.
And the whole money thing is, I know anything could happen throughout the year, but Thanksgiving and Christmas, they're not surprises. You know about them coming before the year even starts.
Right.
You know Thanksgiving in 2006 is coming. Like, you know what I mean? Is There's no surprise. So,
Yeah.
it how every paycheck save $10. You'll have an amazing Thanksgiving, I promise.
It's not a bad
True.
idea. But yeah, I think definitely do your own research. Obviously, like, don't jump into this and be like, yeah, $40, boom, and then not be happy when you see what all entails in it. Because, like Pi said, you could probably get better deals in other places. And I'm here to tell you, girl, as somebody that goes to freaking Winn Dixie, I love that place. I know they don't have it everywhere, but I stay saving money there because I always clip coupons. And honestly, I didn't never do the points thing when I was younger. Now that I'm getting into my 30s, like, I got an account every fucking where. Are you kidding me? If I could save literally $5, $10, I don't give a shit. Like, I'm trying to save some money. Like, and that's what points. That's not pertaining to this particular thing, but that's just me. But, the next 3 single moms aren't going to think like me. So I think use your brain and
Yeah.
see what works for you and your situation, and, just do it. Like, don't do this and then be one of those people to be like, oh, I got it and it's not even worth it, and then make a whole video about it, how it's not worth it, but you wasted the money anyway. Like, don't do it.
No, that's weird too. That's like
People do that. They do that.
the
It's
point
weird.
is just to be affordable for people. The whole thought
Right.
of beggars can't be choosers. No one
Exactly.
buys a $40 Rolex and be like, the diamonds don't shine. Yeah, no shit. It's fucking $40 Rolex. Like, I don't. You
Yeah.
got what you paid for, lady or
Yeah.
sir. You don't even gotta like. I
Yeah.
don't, I don't like that either.
Yeah. There's a lot of people that do that too. Like leaving overly aggressive negative reviews when it's like, well, that's a personal thing. Like, what? It'd be like on the most random shit. But yeah, that's pretty much all I had on the books for today. Did anyone else have any other topics they wanted to cover today?
Oh, could we double back on some of the ones I missed? Because I do want certain opinions on the Dash girl.
Well, what opinions?
Um, should she be reinstated?
What do you mean?
Personally, I say no, but that's
Oh,
just a me
should
thing.
she be reinstated? Is that what you said?
Yeah, like should she be able to ever dash again?
I think that because the when I used to do DoorDashes years ago, but like, depending, obviously this is different than my situation, but I had a situation where someone left me a bad review, and it was one time, it was like one. They left me a 1 star, and they limited my account. Now, not money wise, like, yes, money wise, but like, basically I didn't get all the top priority orders and stuff. That's a very, again, minor compared to her. But I mean, if they did do it, they would need to do it in a way where it's limiting to what she can and can't do. and she would have to, I think, be held at a higher responsibility than other dashers if that was the case. If they were going to do that, they would need to be prepared to do that because people are going to chew them out and call them out on social media if they don't. So no, I don't think so. But if they did, they would need to make sure that they're actively making sure that she'll never do that again. Because if she does, then that just goes to show you that the whole thing was for that in the first place.
I only say no just based off like you kind of like what happened. That kind of like you filmed the dude like naked,
Mm.
posted it online, not just putting posted online for like everybody to see. I just kind of feel like that is just something you can't do, especially in that kind of line of work, dealing
Yeah.
with people personal information. I just feel like I don't know if you can come back from that personally.
Yeah, I think what the nail in the coffin would be after all of that, she got on the internet and lied about. She said when DoorDash took her account, they took her money away, and it's like
They said
they don't
flat
do
out they
that.
didn't.
They don't do that. When you get paid, when you get first of all, if your account got taken days later, then you got your money already. Your
Yeah,
money only
because what
sits
she
in
wasn't
limbo
honest
until you
about
in your
was the
dash.
card. Because if you get money on the DoorDasher card, that's a separate app. That's a separate third party account. It's a third party running that. And I know because the call center numbers are different. I remember back when I had to do it. So she is lying about that because DoorDash doesn't control. It is owned by DoorDash, but it's a third party. It's a different company that manages that. And even still, they don't have the right to do that.
Yeah, and
So
as somebody who dash, I could tell you right now, your money is only in limbo while you're dashing. Soon as your dash ends, every dollar that you earn throughout that dash
boom.
hit that account.
Yeah. And you're not wrong about that because it's true. I can contest I did it too. Like she definitely lied about that because people were going in the comments and putting her on the spot too because they also did DoorDash and they're like, "Girl, you're lying." Like,
Why
Yeah,
you always
they was going
lying?
hard. They was like, "Oh, you got to boycott it." I'm in the middle of dashing myself. Like, what the hell y'all talking about? I'm about to go. This
Yeah,
lady, you
when
got
they
to
were
give
talking
me
about boycotting,
$15 to
I'm like,
bring her Burger King. You lost your mind.
I'm
I was like,
dead.
boycotting. I said we're boycotting, so we don't got the full story. I don't think boycotting is the right thing to do
Yeah,
at this
jumping right to
stage.
doing that is crazy as fuck. Like,
Yeah.
but I don't
Yeah,
know.
I ain't like the whole like even yeah. It could have that would have been a perfect TikTok story time. She didn't need a single ounce of footage. She just
No,
didn't.
no. People have literally gone
Yeah.
to war over less. Like, you are right about that. It would have been a perfect little multiple part series. She could have made money off of it. And tandem with her DoorDash money would have been chilling.
She was like, "Oh, TikTok giving me strikes." Yeah, you're uploading nudity. What is wrong with you? Like
Yeah, like,
the context don't matter. You're uploading nudity.
yeah. I don't know. Do you guys feel that, and this is not just by generation, this is really anyone who's on the internet, including myself. Like, do you think it's good to normalize to let people know, like, look, girly, this was just not it. Like, you need to get off
Yeah.
the internet because the videos of her screaming, honey, when it's affecting you that bad, you gotta go. Like, I took a break from streaming when I was being harassed, doxxed, and hate watched. And I'm talking about, like, literally, y'all remember this every day. They were putting my
Yeah,
name, my son's
they
name, and
was
all that stuff. Every day they were doing
you
it.
got they was doing you dirty. I'm like, shoot. You say, I know, I'm just gonna take a break, like get off. If I
Yeah.
don't
And
get
honestly, what
myself,
happened? They stopped. You have
they
to
suck.
take a fucking break. Like, you yelling and screaming at the top of your fucking lungs in a video, begging people to believe you? I'm the victim. Shut up. No victim is screaming at the top of their lungs in a
Yeah,
video.
plus like
I'm the
screaming and
victim.
mobbing in the wrong
Like,
crazy.
yeah.
Y'all doing it a lot of
Yo,
times.
she looked crazy.
And people have to be practical about what they're complaining about and what the masses even have free time to do to help. Like, for example, when people be like, "Oh my God, see what happened?" You're basically like, say I'm watching my niece. Basically, throw my niece out of the room and pay attention to what you got to say. Like, basically, stop my life to circumvent your problem.
Yeah.
That's not what most people are gonna do. They're gonna hear you out. They might listen, but then it's up. Let's see if the Jets won today. Like, that's not a problem for real. It sucks that you got violated, but like this
Yeah.
call to action, like we supposed to use our time, money, and resources to storm the streets on your behalf. I don't even know the girl's name.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
She's
I
known
agree
as the
with you with that.
Dasher girl. Like,
Yeah,
what
she is. That's what I
The
had to
Dasher
Google to
girl.
find her. I'm so serious. I'm dead ass. Yeah.
So it's like, I mean, we ain't really about to do nothing, lady. Like, people are still gonna order from DoorDash because that doesn't change the fact that if I'm drunk at 11 at night and I don't feel like going to McDonald's and there's an app where somebody will deliver me McDonald's, that's gonna be more important to me
Mm-hmm.
than what happened to you. Sorry,
You're not wrong.
it sounds selfish, but I think it's just practical.
Yeah.
I mean, that's me too. That's when I'm drinking, I don't drive.
Hell
That's like one
no.
of my
Like,
standards for
like
myself.
imagine you're in a house
I'm
drunk as
sorry.
hell. You're like, oh, I want some pizza. I'm about to go to DoorDash. Oh no, the way they treated that Dasher girl, I'm gonna go drive. Like, no one's
Yeah,
doing
exactly.
that.
The way you
Now you
word
drive.
it.
Now you don't got you a DUI and a record.
Then you
Like,
tag her on
Mhm.
TikTok and be like, "It's your fault."
you start screaming like she was. Like, I'm the victim. It's like there's really no victim.
Oh my god! Like she just
You
kept
kind of, well, he's
screaming
the victim
that
really, but
shit, bro. Like,
it's crazy because she made him the victim. She made him the victim when she doxed him. Like, you didn't even just put
bro,
the video
that's what
online.
I'm
You put his name and
saying.
address. Like,
Yeah,
damn, bruh.
yeah.
You
I think that's
Like
really
I
wildin'.
too
understand,
far.
like you didn't want to see a naked man like going stuff in that order. Everybody understands that, but how you handled it afterwards,
I
just
promise you.
terrible.
Yeah, everybody is in agree. Look, the internet can never agree on
Plus,
shit.
claiming SA is even what makes it worse
What
Plus,
too.
I was just about to bring up. The internet is literally like after arguing about it and more shit came out, we're all in agreement. It's not SA. And for two, you fucked up by doxing the dude. You were literally the victim until you fucking did that, like a dumb ass.
it's not SA because if he was naked walking in public, it would just be public indecency. So even if like
So
you
you're
seen a
telling
naked person on
me
a
if a
train, that's
naked
not sexual assault.
nigga is walking and fucking he wiggling like dancing and shit and kids see that, that's not like, come on. It's
Nah, you gotta
visual
think
assault
about
because I gotta see that.
you gotta think about go to Google and you look at the
No,
definition
I
for
get what you're
assault. That's
saying.
contact.
And that's
So
the point.
yeah,
That's there shouldn't even be an
at best
argument
it's
about
sexual
that.
harassment. At best it's sexual harassment.
Oh, harassment, that's the argument. Pi. People are arguing, is it assault or harassment? It's harassment. Assault is literally the word assault when you fucking put your hand on somebody
But I don't think it's
or
harassment when it's in
spit.
its own home.
But the
See, that's
door,
the
but
difference.
there,
Most
you
people
keep
saying like
saying that, but
public
this
and
you
like
forget it happened in
indecency,
New
like
York, and New York states in the law if you do it in your house, which I think you missed. I think you missed the podcast with this, but if you look it up right now, New York, if you do something like that in your house, if you're visible to the public, meaning windows open, doors open, yes, they could charge you with that because you're visible to the public. That's only in New York and other states. I don't know about every single state. I know Florida's not like that, but New York, yes. Which is why it was such a big issue, and I think it got blown up the way it did because it happened in New York. And that's the only reason why now the customer's kind of being dragged in as could be potentially charged with, you know, harassment. But that's it. But even still, it's like you recorded the man, so any form of anything that's working in her fucking
And,
favor is out the window.
and when you look at the actual recording, it's not the face and emotion of somebody destroyed. It's like giggly
Bruh.
and like, yo, do you guys see this? Like
She
it's like that
zoomed
type
in.
of
Did you see the
vibes. Like,
clip where she fucking zoomed in on his
oh, I didn't know
junk?
she zoomed in.
Bro, she
yeah,
zoomed in on
yeah,
his
I just
fucking
saw someone
junk.
enhance it, like you know how like they do like a zoom in and enhance.
No,
But I didn't
she
know she did that
fucking
like
herself.
if you
zoomed
look at
in.
her face, she's covering her mouth while she's laughing. Like
Yeah.
that's not someone who's like heartbroken. That
Yeah,
shit
that's not
happens.
victim mindset.
Mm-mm,
Yeah,
not at
she just knew
all.
she was about to get in trouble for what she did, so she tried to do the little spider web spin. Like, guys, I just wanted to make some extra money, and I saw a dick. Like, there's more to the story than that, lady.
Like when I
Bruh,
first
yeah.
bugged the story, 'cause I heard like half, and I'm like, all right,
He
what?
brung me the story different. Yeah, he didn't even know. He was just like, yeah. He told me the story because the version he was told was the version of her pushing the door open. That's what
Yeah,
set me over the edge. I was
that's
like,
what me
I
too. Cause I'm
gotta
like,
fucking
open the
find the
door.
truth. Like, what do
I'm
you
like, open the
mean?
door. It's crazy.
Yeah, because you know
That's what
me,
I'm like.
girl. That's why I said, Justin, I was ripping her a fucking. I was ripping her a new
Cause now,
ass.
now I heard they open the
Mm.
door. I'm crazy. I'm like, oh, if you opening the door,
I said,
like,
you a crazy
yeah, you
white
go.
bitch.
Yeah, right.
Like, what do
So,
you
but I'm
mean?
glad
That's
me
the
and
crazy
Bug was
white
watching
lady
it. I
that's gonna
came in the
be.
stream when she was watching it, so we watched it together, and
Yeah.
we was like, oh. That's the real really what happened.
It's crazy. It's a crazy ass thing.
Only thing I didn't agree about the YouTube video was him kind of like trying to shame DoorDash. I didn't agree.
Yeah.
What was DoorDash supposed to do?
Right.
That's literally what I was saying. I was like, they had to play the middle ground because like both parties were in the wrong essentially, but like she doxed the man and posted all over the internet. So like
She
you kind
violated
of had
TOS.
yes.
Yeah, that's
It
what I
doesn't like
said.
we could take the super serious topic of essay and all of that stuff off and change the whole
Word.
situation. You violated terms of service. Even on a smaller scale, you would still get
You
terminated
still,
from the
yeah.
platform for that.
Anybody, bro, she
Exactly.
acts like it's a targeted attack. That could happen to anybody. It can happen to me. I've worn a cosplay that was too revealing and got banned, not banned off TikTok, but like the post itself was taken down immediately. All because it was
Pretty
a
much the
sheer dress. You know what I'm
oh
saying?
yeah, I remember you
They
told
don't
me.
play about that shit. So she's acting like
They're
this
serious.
is a targeted attack. No, it's not. It could happen to literally anyone, girl. What do you
Girl,
It's
you
not
mean?
just
targeted. Nobody
dumb
knows who you are.
bitch.
Right.
That main character syndrome sure is a doozy, ain't it? Like fuck, bro. Everybody
Everybody
thinking that
got
they
that
just
shit.
we all side characters and they just the main role. Like, bro,
Telling you, her anime
I
coming
don't
out
care
next
about you,
spring.
Sally.
Oh
Sally.
shit.
But yeah,
When's that dropping?
I'm saying, girl, the manga, coming in December. But like,
Uh-uh.
I just feel like I think that we just need to, as we hear these stories, as we talk about them, like we'll always read things and interpret things our own way, right? There, no one's denying that. But like, we're all smart enough to see things for what they fucking are. Like, you know what I mean? Like, using context clues and figuring out what happened. And honestly, you could paint this picture however you fucking want. I still say the dude jacked the fuck off, fell asleep, homegirl saw the shit, embarrassed, laughing. You're not threatened. I don't know why she blew this up the way she did. I think she
I also feel like
completely,
people don't need to
yeah,
jump to conclusions off
yeah, off
based
of
off what
no
you hear
fucking
per se.
proof. No proof. We
Like I
just believing
think you
her.
need to wait till more details come out about a situation
Right.
to make a
Yeah,
decision.
I've heard narratives where it's like, oh, he did that on purpose. He purposely passed out on the couch knowing DoorDash was coming. I'm like, but
Yeah, let me
what would he
purposely
gain from
pass
that?
Right.
What would I gain if I'm a sexual deviant who want to assault somebody? What the fuck would I gain from how would I gain from doing that while being asleep?
Right.
Exactly.
Like I'm not conscious of nothing. I wouldn't even know because if she didn't record the video, I wouldn't even know how she even interacted with me. So what pleasure would I get?
Right.
I wouldn't know that I sexually assaulted. For all I know, the person just left the food on the door and left.
Right.
It didn't even see me. So how would I what pleasure would I get from pretending to be passed out or
Yeah.
like again, like I said, if he was standing at the doorway like on some Michael Myers shit, then
Yeah. That's what I
he's
thought
saying
at
that for
first,
sure.
because I was just having a hard time understanding. I'm like, how the fuck? Like,
bro, first you don't even pick who your dasher is. So like, what are you talking about? You telling me that like his deviance was so sporadic that when he saw it was a girl and not a guy, he was like, "Now's my chance." Like, I'm not saying it's not possible, but I'm saying if you're gonna tell me that's the ideology, I need a little proof. Like, what's the background of the character, the dude in question? Because for all I know, he a regular dude who got drunk after a long night of whacking it, and now his whole life ruined.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's the thing too.
Everybody's like,
He's
"Oh
dogs.
yeah."
Yeah.
It's like, "Oh yeah," but like, think about it. Like, if I was him, I can't go to work no more. I can't go to church no more. Like, I can't show my face
His
around
name
people that
is
I respect and
everything
love.
was put out there, and that's the thing. Like, no one's talking about what he's going through because of it. So,
Like, he's not the goon. I forgot what they was calling him. The dude who drove up to that Hooters version of Starbucks and was wilding in the car.
oh yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I know who you're
A
talking
Hooters
about.
version of Starbucks?
Yeah, they have this like tea/coffee/drink spot where the girls serve it in like bikinis.
Yeah. And he was jerking off in the car.
Wow.
People are into some weird stuff. But I mean, listen, it's neither here nor there. I think at the end of the day, people, if you're going to get on the internet and tell a story, tell the fucking truth, because at the end of the day, the internet's forever. You can forget about the story, girl. That story will always be around. and you never
Internet's
know.
not.
Yeah, you never know who's recording, who's
Like, people gonna
listening.
start investigating it too, especially on
Yeah,
certain things.
Oh
yeah.
yeah, there's so many people that are bored nowadays. They got nothing better to do.
100%. Every story I've ever told you guys has literally happened. What? I'm a nobody. What the fuck do I have to hide? Like, you know what I mean? And so, in situations like this, I think this is definitely something that she thought was going to blow up in a different way and she thought was going to help her, and it didn't. And now you've ruined your life and someone else's. You gain nothing. But the fact that you're now classified as, the class A stupid ass that everybody's laughing at and not taking
Also,
serious at all.
also on a less serious note, but when people say this, it blows my mind.
Mm.
Cause like she was like, that's how I pay all my bills.
Oh
Bitch,
God.
I DoorDash. And at one point I DoorDash. Like I was a platinum DoorDasher getting maybe $200 in like 15 hours.
Mm-hmm.
I refuse to believe someone of her temperament pays literally all her bills off DoorDash. You know the discipline it takes to DoorDash that much to pay your bills,
Oh yeah.
and you're your own boss. That means she has to proactively wake up at a certain time and proactively end dashing at a certain time. She has to proactively not spend any of that dash money. Bro, that shit, man.
Yeah.
Please show me the orders you're getting.
Right. Yeah. I'm gonna end it there, but because we're at an hour and 25. But that's what I'm saying. I want you guys, if you're watching this on YouTube, comment your opinion on it. All of these stories, whether you agree or not, they are heavy. There are real, notes to some of the stories that should be taken more serious than others. And then in this situation, she just definitely is taking that attention from people who need it, whose stories do need to be heard, who are real, SA survivors and not this bullshit.
Like actual victims, not just
Yeah.
clout
Thank
chasers.
you. Yeah. Tell the fucking truth. Stop lying. That's all I gotta say about that. Like, people just need to stop fucking lying. You're gonna get caught. There's a lot of dumb people on the internet, but there's a lot of smart people who know how to read the room and see things. I already chewed out Hasanabi on my last video about the fucking dog situation. Go look that up if you haven't already. That shit is insane. But I'm gonna go on a smoke break, and Kaden needs me for something, so I will be right back, bro.